Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, John the House Guy. Just wanted to jump on real quick today and make a quick video. I've been working on some estimates for some buildings, some houses that we're building, new construction, and I got to thinking about some of you guys are probably out there looking for houses, and you're thinking, man, I cannot find what I'm looking for. I'm tired of looking. Every time I go and I find something that might work, it's sold before I even have an opportunity to get my foot in the door. How in the world am I going to find a place to live? Maybe I should just build. And that may be a great idea, but it really depends on your circumstances. Right now, what we've seen over the course of the past year or a little more since the pandemic, home material prices have increased tremendously. We've seen a huge increase. I think I read something the other day that lumber prices are up over 140%. Now, I can just give you my experiential example. When I built my house here that we live in, I paid for 7/16 OSB, which is the sheathing that goes on the outside of your house, plywood that goes on the roof and on the walls on the outside. I paid around $8 a sheet for that material. Then this building that I'm in right now, when I built that, that was this past summer, right before the supply chain got kind of broken down by COVID. I paid $15 a board for the plywood here. And now on the homes that I'm building for 7/16 OSB, I'm paying right at $30 a board. So we've seen it go up about fourfold in the last couple of years. Um, the reason that happened, I think, what everything I read says that, the supply chain really got broken down in the beginning of the pandemic last year because we had um, loggers and sawmills and the supply delivery drivers and all that stuff taking this stuff to the stores um, stopped working just like the rest of us did during the pandemic. And then um, people went home, and when they had the opportunity at home, I don't know if you went to Lowe's at all during the beginning of the pandemic, but they never they were always covered up. And people took that opportunity to build the deck or the fence or the addition or do some things around the house, and they bought up the supply, and then it was never able to be restocked because of the way things were shut down on the supply chain side. Now, I suspect that problem isn't really a problem anymore, and I think that what's happening now is the lumber suppliers are seeing that they'll pay it. People will still pay it, so why not just keep our prices there? Because the supply chain should be caught up by now. We saw when things started moving again, say we were shut down for like a couple months, when things started moving again, we saw prices kind of lax back down a little bit. But what happened was everybody that was waiting about building a house, then they just said, oh, here it is, let's go. And then as soon as they started going, the supply went out the door and prices went back up. And now people are just in the middle of projects, and you can't stop. Once you start building a house, you got to go. You can't just say, well, we'll just wait 3 more months and see if we can get it cheaper. You got to finish. So that's kind of what's going on there. So is it cheaper or is it better? It's certainly not cheaper, but is it better to build a house versus buy one? If you can't find what you're looking for on the real estate market right now, or every time you find what you're looking for, it gets gone immediately because there's so many buyers and so few sellers, building new construction is an option for you. We're seeing prices somewhere around $130 to $140 a square foot, depending on your finishes. That's to finish them out, and if you're looking to do that, that's certainly going to be more expensive than a house that you find on the market. But that's including the land. Now, if you already have the land, you can do a little better because land prices have inflated with the real estate market, just like housing prices have. So if you already have the land to build on, you're one step ahead of the game right there. I always tell people it really depends on what your plan is. If you plan on living in this house for a couple of years and then moving, selling, doing whatever, building may be right now pretty tough as an investment strategy. Now, if it's you just don't care and you want to sell your house for what you've got in it, a couple years later, then you're fine, you know. But if you're building, if you're going to live in this house forever, if you're looking for your forever home, then I always say build, because you can get it how you want it. You're going to pay a little more, but at the same time, there's really nothing as cool as like designing and building and doing something and then moving in it, and the only person who's ever slept there and been inside the home on that first day is you. You know, it's a really cool feeling. It's a cool thing that you can do. And there's a lot of benefits too. You can design your insulation to be as efficient, your windows to be as efficient, your heating and air as efficient as you want it, so you can decrease your power bill. You can make that space exactly what you want if you decide to build. Now, again, you're going to pay a little more for that, but if it's forever, I always say go ahead and build. Now, if it's something that you're looking at, like I said, short term, I wouldn't worry with it. But you can find something on the market if you're patient, and then it's like you have to be patient and then jump immediately, right? You have to wait. Oh, I like that house and I want it. Well, then you better make an offer right now. So that being said, I am glad and happy to talk to you guys about any aspect of building or buying a home. If you want to reach out to me, you can email me at johnthehouseguy@gmail.com, or you can shoot me a message on Facebook Messenger or Instagram, and I'll be glad to help you any way I possibly can. Hope you guys have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.